never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no
world stage.
As I say, he qualified on the front row in third place on the spare bike. You know, Hakim, you know, he started the year with 5 second places and then a win,
wasn't it? So Vader goes from first to third position as Daniel will come across the...
So he's obviously got this sorted out now. It's working really well for him and he's making full use of it. He can do it. It's just a mental thing that has messed up the recent races for the Malaysian.
Line leading this race. Vader looks just behind him. They do a bit of a twitch. You're allowed to do once, but you can... Christian Daniel Jr. in third position has a track limits warning. One more time on the green and he too will have...
He's obviously expunged that from his brain now and he is battling for the lead.
He can't do it twice, 3 times, etc. They come towards turn 1. It's going to be a long lap penalty. He cannot afford to make that mistake again. The number 70 going for second, up on the inside. It's such a different dynamic, Peter, from being the predator and the prey. You know, they were chasing him. Uriarte leading the way. Vader up the inside of Christian Daniel once again, so his lead was rather short-lived. Brian Uriarte, he finally makes a move at turn 7. Absolutely brilliant for all the time throughout the season, but now he's on the back foot again. Uriarte's the one with more things.
Yeah, and they're broken away. The group is broken away. Yaroslav Karpushin is back there in...
On the American, up in the second spot. This is absolutely sensational. And to lose, per se, with a 4 points gap out the lead, and it's amazing how that could just change.
In 6th place, and that's the rest of the field. I wonder if these leading group of 5 are going to hang on to it. It's going to be about 5 abreast on the brakes here. It's Mark Amarelli with the advantage.
Vader on the inside. A rider's mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Uriarte is very strong mentally.
Well, he's had a big twitch at the front end then.
He did, didn't he? He collected that up just in time to turn it.
Bryant's back to 5th, Peter.
Yeah, and are they going to keep off the green as they go on to the last lap? And you see, he actually had the better line than Vader through there. He got the drop right, but he lost a little bit of ground. But I think it could have been a lot worse.
Karpushin's abs.
Through this long right-hander, they all have managed to stay away from it. It is Mark Amarelli out of it. Vader caught him going into the corner, but Brian Uriarte flicked it.
Absolutely on it, isn't he? He got a podium last time out in Saxon. He's got Dinesh for company.
That leads from Vader Fatama, from Christian Daniel Jr. Brian Uriarte, the cut points leader, is back in right and then left. Better to get the drive out.
On that penalty as well, just behind him, and the chase begins. They're 1 second off David Gonzalez
in 4th place. Hakim Danish is still down in 13th place.
He's made a spot up. He's on the back of Monan Yane due to exceeding track limits. He's down in 20th at the moment, fighting with Plonk all the line. We're going to come across the intermediate, second intermediate now. Look at that group. That's the best he's going to achieve there. So here we go, Peter. One of the main over. So had a long lap penalty. Agostinelli is just ahead of them. He's done his long lap penalty near enough, or on the exit of this corner. We'll see whether that gap is coming down or not. But the leading taking spots. Brian, you got something in hand on Vader apparently, but where is it? He's ahead of you as well.
Oh, and Brian getting it a bit sideways on the brakes going in there, but he managed.
Quintet, if they want to just have a race of their own, it's in their best interest just to absolutely... You got to make that move to extend that lead in the championship, but he's got so many other riders.
Presumably ruined his concentration having to do the long lap penalty.
Absolutely pin it, because they've got Karpushin and Dinesh hot on their tails.
And if you saw the orange tape...
Just to contend with, this is absolutely cracking. 7 riders up for the win here.
Yeah, and caught himself out. Anyway, back with the leaders then. Brian Uriarte still with the advantage over Fatama. Come off got pulled off one of the bikes there, and another bit lying on the road. That is the tape. Mark Amarelli's down in 6th place in the cup chase. He's not in the battle. It's down to Vader and Hakim Danish. They got a very, very slight advantage over the 17 of Yaroslav that they have on the radiator at the start of the race. As the temperature rises, the riders can pull the tape off. Brian Uriarte.
Vader goes into the lead, Peter. What a move on the exit of turn 3.
He did. He was Karpushin.
Kurdistani rider, just what a tick up in form he's had.
And give them full cooling.
There is Beñat Fernandez then. He was the fastest rider on track last time.
Slower in, got a superb drive out, and Brian has gone with him. You see being quick and slow out real.
Since that pole in that front row start and podium back in around 2/10 of a second quicker than your leader Christian Daniel. So
They ruined it for Morelli, who's dropped back from first to third place.
Christian Daniel looking up the inside, but Morelli's in Germany, really impressive. One of the youngest riders on the Rookies Cup. He could well be a threat later in the race, but what's for certain is these front 5 riders so late on the brakes, quite sideways as well there. So it is, wow, it's good, isn't it? As Hakim Danish went very wide there. That could have been a long lap penalty for are just absolutely drilling it. They're not interested in a big pack race. They want to have one. Going to be potentially 1-2 in the championship, 1-2 in the race, Peter. Here we go. We're headed to finish. He was certainly right on the edge of the white. Did he actually go onto the green? One of their own.
Yeah, that's right. And Brian Uriarte and Vedi Patama are well able.
Towards the final sector. Morelli still in 3rd position. Daniel hanging it fast. That is the question.
And he's still there in 3rd place. And Christian Daniel Jr. to drag this group away from the rest of the field, but that isn't happening at the moment. It's 3 abreast on the brakes.
Found the outside, tyres screaming, give me more grip, I need it. Here we go.
Yeah, and up into 5th again. I think there was somebody way off in the green there. Christian Daniel Jr. He'd lost a few places.
Oh, and Christian Daniel, the last on the brakes there, just lets them off a little bit later than everybody else.
It is now. It's Patama that leads over Brian Uriarte, but you know that Marco Morelli's perhaps when that messy lap a couple of turns.
Going to go across track limits though on the exit of that, which is the risk you run as they come now down.
Going to have something to say about that in the last 2 corners. Just 2 corners. This is where Brian Uriarte took the lead to go, but he's back in the hunt now, up into 6th place ahead of Morelli and Gonzalez.
Out towards 2A and 2B. Vader wants to go on the inside there again, but Christian Daniel just so late on the brakes.
Last year he's doing it on the straight this time instead of under the braking, but he goes into the corner.
Oh!
No, but it's Brian Uriarte.
Really impressive, all this. I mean, what a change, isn't he? Goodness me. And that was a bit of an example there. He slightly rushed the corner, but I don't think he sat.
Uriarte, he's perfectly positioned, and Patama's offline if Brian makes it perfect through this corner.
We've had in this race so far, Peter, proper race of 2 halves. As we see, sacrificed his drive too much there on this big hill climb up towards turn 3.
And I think he dragged Vader. He's going to win it, making a double here at Spielberg. Brian Uriarte hangs on to the lead over.
A few riders have gone down there.
Moin KJ is down. He's up again, and Patama onto the green with him there at turn 1. But there's the chasing pack, including Benyat Fernandez, Vedi Patama and Marco Morelli.
Brilliant! What a race! Absolutely. Tassini, I think it is as well, who's had a rotten run of luck. He was taken down yesterday.
Yeah,